Let me just move this window out of the damn way. And right down there, or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Actually, wait, hold on. I should try something. Come on. Come on. Almost. Come on. Come on. Trying to get the... Yes! Do you see that? Do you see that? This is what I mean, man. This is what I fucking mean, man. Hello, haha, and welcome to Extreme Gameplays, where I apparently happen to be playing games stylishly. Question mark. Question mark? Who's Mark? Why should we question him, dude? What do you mean question mark? Why should we ever consider questioning Mark? Today is gonna be a day, it's one of these days, where I do this random stream. So this is gonna be a chill stream, and it's gonna be some me doing work on the S rank run that I've been trying to work on for God of War 3. I accidentally pressed R and it restarted back to 0. That's a rookie number. But it doesn't matter because we're about to start with some real timing. Let's make it more fun. One more time. I'm getting better at this. Trust me, Dad. Almost. Anyways. Hello. Welcome. Today, what I'm doing is setting up something, and I've been working for some time for it. So today I decided to do it into a stream and how I do this. I'm planning on making a S rank type of run, or it's not a S rank, it's not a ranks type of run. It's literally what it's called, S rank. So you only have that. It's either you get the S rank or the other ranks are horrible. So I'm not making a ranking system for God of War 3. So far, I want to show you guys. Let me actually switch to my can I switch to my can I switch to, there you go. Look at yourself. Look at yourself, chat. Look at your boy. Look at your boy, Mama Rhodes. Okay, so where do I have it? Yeah. Okay, look away for a second. Don't look at this. Don't look at that. Okay, don't view that. Mission timing. So far, let me show you guys this stupid window right here. Now, you may be wondering, what is this? These are the missions for God of War 3 that I'm planning to make. So the first mission is... Hold on, let me move this stupid ass out of the way. Right there. The first mission is called The Great War. I have talked about this. I have made some changes to the names. But the first mission is called The Great War. You have to get it under 15 minutes and 30 seconds. That's the time requirement to S rank it and basically move on with it. It's gonna be a whole run that I'm gonna start when this is all over. But for now, you guys can have a sneak peek at the early stages of this whole thing. Timer starts at the first checkpoint, ends at removing the claw. Like literally when Kratos slaps the claw of Poseidon. Hold on, okay, can you guys hear me? There are no issues with the stream? The absolute darkest of odysseys. We want Oko. Damn, you don't want Oko. Shut up. Mark in question is Markiplier. Okay, so people can hear me. 15 minutes and 30 seconds to S rank this. This may get reduced to 15 minutes. I'll have to do more testing, which is what I'm here to do now. But today I'm mainly testing some encounters that are questionable. So we also have the second mission, Fall from Grace. This has to be cleared in 19 minutes to S rank. Like whenever I do the whole entire run, I'm going to have to actually meet these conditions, then move on to the next mission. Now, the conditions for the whole run is to no damage, of course, in this time. So it's the sort of fun Oko that I'm planning to do. It's no longer the boring slop Oko, restart the whole game because of a mistake Oko. Okay? Just restart a mission for a mistake. And it's actually fun where I have to actually be aggressive and try my best to beat whatever's in front of me as fast as possible. So that's the second mission, Fall from Grace. You probably couldn't even see what I was doing. Fall from Grace, this mission starts from the manual save in the underworld, right after clearing the first 5 or so undeads. It ends at the Hephaestus cutscene, whenever we first meet Hephaestus. Mission 3, I've decided to go through a name change. It's called Ghost versus Souls now. I almost named it Soul versus Soulless, believe it or not. But I decided to keep on with the poetism, with the poeticism. Ghost as in Kratos versus Souls as in Hades that has 50 souls up his ass. Admittedly a long mission, 23 minutes, but I can't split it into 2. This mission starts from the moment we meet Hephaestus, then we pull the lever, then we manual save, from that manual save all the way to after killing Hades and then killing the undeads after him. So like the mission ends whenever we're done with the last encounter. I may reduce it to just when we're done with Hades, so that we don't have to go through the entire cutscene and all that, because a couple of undeads do not warrant the timer for the mission. Some sections in the game will be considered intermissions between other missions. There's death and all that comes with it. This mission is basically Kratos. Kratos is death. So here he is. Death and all that comes with it. You know, this man is about to turn this beautiful world. Not that beautiful. It's still on war, but like that beautiful world over there. He's about to turn it upside down. And he's been labeled Death before. Kratos, Death, the Destroyer of Worlds and all that. 16 minutes and 30 seconds to S rank. Mission starts from Hephaestus manual, right after killing Hades, of course, to EOS manual save. Eternal Doom is a twist on the name Doom Eternal. I know, cringe. My man caught a cold, yes. Bro got the D&D spreadsheet. Let's go, I don't know what that is. Anyways, Eternal Doom is a twist on Doom Eternal. It's essentially Kratos ruining the world. You know, Helios getting messed up and all that. Hold on, I just got a second. I got a second. You know who I am. You know who I am, yeah? And that's that. That's one more reservation done. Let's go. Anyways, Eternal Doom is when Kratos rips off Helios' head. By the way, death and all that comes with it, I'm gonna reduce the timer. Hopefully 16 minutes. The moment you rip out Helios' head, that's when it's over. Or like the moment you make it to the save itself, that's when it's over. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that, so. To be fixed. Alright. Eternal Doom. It starts from the EOS manual save, right after ripping off Helios' head. And it ends at the chain, whenever the chain encounter is done and you get the Hermes cutscene. Before interacting with the cutscene, whenever the camera zooms out in the labyrinth, that's when this mission ends. 11 minutes 30 seconds. The Ass of Zeus is the chase of Hermes. It's 7 minutes and 30 seconds to S rank. This is when it's finalized. It starts at Hermes and it ends at the Grand Vestibule. Right after getting... When you rip off his legs and beat the couple of undeads, that's when the mission ends. So that's how long it is. The Grand Vestibule is the save you get after climbing up the first couple of walls with the Hermes boots. Then comes another mission, Measure of Strength and Power. This is what Zeus says at the start of the game. This one's also 11 minutes and 30 seconds to S rank. Starts at the Grand Vestibule, ends at the Forum save. Brothers of Blood takes 15 minutes to S rank. These may or may not change because I have done a lot of really nice gameplay for these. And nice calculations with Premiere Pro. So this starts with the Forum, where you interact with the Hercules cutscene, but it doesn't start instantly with the manual save. It starts the moment the camera zooms out from Kratos, and like when that moment starts and you have gameplay, you hit the button to record your time, whatever, your phone, your chronograph watch, your stupidly gay Apple Watch, I don't care. Starts from the Forum, ends in the Chamber save or the Pandora cutscene, whichever you interact with. That is Brothers of Blood. Kratos Must Die is a mission where Kratos is literally on a on a mission to die. He's just that he doesn't. This one I still don't know the time of. I still haven't done the testing for. It starts from the Forge right after the Aphrodite cutscene and the Hephaestus cutscene. So from that forge save, when you enter and it starts the Tartarus section, the Centaur encounter, the double Chimera, then the Tartarus, and it ends whenever you stab Chronos Head. So when you stab Chronos Head, you can press, start, and come over here to view your time. Right here. Move my stupid head away. Hold up. Where's my stupid head? Move it away. There you go. There's a timer in there. See, like it's right here. So you also use that as your timer, you know? And I'm sorry this is taking long, but I'm just way too passionate about this at the moment. So oh, whoa. I feel like explaining it fully. I'm not following Zesty. I love my gay Apple Watch that I don't have. Awesome. Bro's talking good stuff now. This is actually amazing. Is there any for God of War 1 and 2? There will be. You just wait. And I'll make something about that. I'll make him a big deal, hopefully. Get the word out there. It's just like a more fun in your game that you like. Kratos Must Die is the mission with the... is the mission where I just described. And it ends with stabbing Chronos Head. Whenever you stab Chronos Head, that's when you hit the timer and it ends. Destroyer of Worlds, that's what Kratos is labeled at from the Oppenheimer thing. So death, we read it here. Destroyer of Worlds. Kratos has been labeled that before. It starts at the garden save. Whenever you interact with the cutscene where you pick up the cum chalice, go to a manual save. From there on, every time you load up that manual save, the timer starts. And it ends at the save after the Cyclops encounter and the labyrinth. You know, where you fight like 9 Cyclopses or 10 Cyclopses, I don't know. It ends after that encounter. This one still haven't gotten the time for. Then starts another mission called Pandora's Guardians. Now, Pandora's Guardians is a twist on the name Pandora's Guardian from God of War 1. In here, there are literal enemies that are trying to defend Pandora. Or anyone... they're trying to stop anyone on their way to Pandora. Except this time Pandora is actually a living, breathing whatever. We don't know if she's human or whatever. I don't care. She's like the perfect excuse for a 4chaner, you know? Any 4chan groomer can use that as an excuse. Oh wait, this girl in my anime? What's that? She looks 5? Boom, she's a 6,000-year-old dragon. What you gotta say about that? Anyways, this starts after the Cyclops encounter right here that we saved in. I am picking up the screen, right? Yeah. Pandora's Guardian starts with that save after the Cyclops encounter, and it ends with the same save when you make it back after killing Scorpius. So this one still does not have the time for, but it starts with the couple of encounters in the dark, and then you go and fight Scorpius, and when you're done with Scorpius, you do one more encounter, which is a really nice encounter. Then you make it back to the same save. That's when this mission ends. I suspect this mission to be like roughly 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Test Your Might is the labyrinth, basically. I decided to change the names. I didn't want City of Olympia, Test Your Might, Labyrinth and whatnot. I decided to go with cool, edgy Mortal Kombat names at times. Test Your Might is literally that, a whole entire gauntlet of, movement, platforming, and combat. This is basically the labyrinth, the manual save at the labyrinth. You go interact with it, do all the encounters, and through the labyrinth, it ends whenever you ascend in the labyrinth and you watch the fucking show. You basically rearrange the labyrinth and whatnot. Labyrinth to the top of the lab. Whenever you get to the save at the top of the labyrinth, top of the morning, then starts another mission. This one I like the name of. The only way out is through. This is the mission that starts... This mission starts at the Cerberus fight. I really wanted to make it start at the flight section. Not flight, I guess glide down section when Kratos throws himself, because that's actually the hardest section of the Icarus vent type stuff. But I thought more about it, and that Cerberus, honestly... that Cerberus is a bitch, I'm gonna be honest. He can get you, and you may want to restart. So I'm trying to make this run as convenient as possible. I don't want it to be a drag for people who restart, because you're not gonna be getting the perfect time in your first try or second try or whatever. Okay, So it starts at the Cerberus checkpoint. Like you can restart and restart the timer with it as well, in case you took a hit at the Cerberus. It started the Cerberus to the top of the labyrinth. So, yeah, whenever you smash the chains, I will smash your boy. Then you glide up, and then when you glide and make it up after the cutscene, you get to the manual save. When you press R1, that's when the timer ends. Mission 14 is Battle of Gods. And you may have noticed this. I'll get to this in a second. Battle of Gods is a twist on the... Not a twist. Literally a ripoff of the Dragon Ball mission. Dragon Ball movie. Battle of Gods. And it's a cool-ass name, right? Kratos versus Zeus. And they're not brothers. I took the Brothers of Blood name and gave it to Hercules. Battle of Gods is the mission... This mission starts with the Zeus fight. The first Zeus fight. The 2D one. Now, this one also starts exactly when you restart, like, the fight. After the cutscene, the long cutscene of put her down, and he's like, no, like your average 4chaner. Kratos is like, she's mine, and they're both groomers. Anyways, the timer starts right then, when the whole thing happens. And it ends with your last punch after the QTE, when you're punching him with circle, and then one last punch. Whenever Kratos punches him, you're still in the game, you still have time to hit the start button and go to your timer. And this right here, oh my god, this right here is important. The no grab run plus thing. Fighting Zeus can be very, very easy and repetitive if you just grab. So a way to make that fun is to not air grab literally everything, because you can literally loop them with air grabs. You know, the last stage of Zeus inside of Gaia makes it harder to loop grab him, but he's still loopable, if you know what I mean. So I wish he had that escape in the 2D fight, but it is what it is. This mission against Zeus has to be done in no grab run, like fashion. No grab runs. You cannot grab. Now it's not a no grab run plus, right? It's not a plus. It's just a no grab run. So you can do this if you want. I don't know why you would want to do this, but you can do it. Then the last mission, Zeus Wrath Divine, taken from the soundtrack for Zeus in God of War 1, called Zeus Wrath Divine. Again, no grab run plus, no grab run, sorry. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to S rank. That's about it. I can safely go back and finally start this whole thing now. This is kind of cool. It's gonna take some more development. Now, you may have noticed something. What you saw back there is just time. Like, you gotta time manage and no damage, which is... You gotta manage to damage. You gotta damage to time manage the damage. Right? Can this man start the run? There is no run today. I'm just doing some casual testing here and there. The game was about grooming all along. Yes. So, you may have noticed I took out the environment kill system. For people who don't know, initially I had an environment kill system built in. As to, like, if you ring out an enemy that's an environment kill, you gain 10 seconds back. If you kill an enemy with an explodable pot, that's a 10 seconds back. I decided to take that off because it's not convenient to have the player counting in their own heads and all that. The game does have some counters. They have total deaths, total saves, as if it's a Resident Evil game, very stupid. Max combo, which can be something, but it does not restart upon every mission. It has red orbs collected, which I don't really care about red orbs. This whole run is going to be done in no upgrades as well, by the way, for people who don't know. Kills, my run essentially is an all kill run. You cannot skip enemies. You can skip humans, but you can't skip enemies. So when it comes to kills, you have to actually get every enemy, even secret encounters, and you'll see. It does count brutal kills, which are cool, I guess, as a counter thing. But I guess I should consider brutal kills now, since I actually have a system in it in here. Like, maybe in this mission you gotta get 10 brutal kills, and this mission you gotta get 15 brutal kills. It's gonna be this sort of cool way to have fun more than just damage and time, even though that already is fun. Minigame wins his minigame wins. It does not have an environmental kills counter, which is tragic, but now I'm sort of considering the brutal kill thing. Like, hey, in this machine you gotta get that many brutal kills. I don't know. Zesty is actually overcomplicating it. Should I? See, like, if I add that, it overcomplicates it. I really don't know. But anyways. I'm gonna start right here with the City of Olympia because I have some stuff to test with the Centaur. So now I can actually talk to you guys. You just reminded, please redo the no merchant run, Zesty. That wasn't even a run, that was just a... You know... That's 3 of them out. Almost. So, taking these guys out in time is, you know, a necessity now. And I don't care if I take damage now. This does not matter. This is just some testing that I'm doing. See, like, I don't care about taking damage currently. Even in most of my testings, I was as aggressive as possible, meaning I took damage. So I'm gonna have to try that again, but without taking damage. It's like, imagine getting this and it would count as an environmental kill. Just ringing him out, you know? Like this. Zesty demonstrates what a ring out is. Crazy. The run's gonna be way too fun when I do it as it's completed. The one thing is not gonna be fun about it, and is that it's gonna be me who made it and me who has to do it. It's what it sounds like. So, a way to kind of make it even more fun for myself as well whenever I revisit the game and actually do the run myself is to actually, you know, how I'm getting these super nice times. Is through doing the runs completely batshit insanely. That's how I do them. I'll be right back, hold on. I just got something to take care of. Where's my mic? I am very sorry. I get phone calls and shit. You know, I have to do though. Anyways, what was I talking about? A way to make it fun for myself is that I did the missions even while taking damage, while being as aggressive as I can. So they're kind of hard to replicate, if you know what I mean. And they're kind of especially hard to replicate in a no damage way, like an S rank getting way, if you know what I mean. Why does Zesty look like a white George Floyd? That's awesome. Thank you very much for the huge dono, for the aura dono. You're probably incinerate immediately. I don't know what you mean. Imagine getting touched by Kratos. I'm not gonna imagine that. Be creative and name the rank as Z instead of S. The Z rank run? Look, in the community of video games, I suppose S ranks is the most known thing ever. You know? So let's not goon further than what we're already gooning, okay? I restarted because I want to show you guys the missions themselves. So the first mission is, of course, this right here. You hit Chaos. Although the timer starts whenever the Zeus, your son, has returned. I bring the destruction of Olympus. Timer starts when Kratos first gains control of the mission. That's exactly when the timer starts. That's when you hit the time. So the second mission, all the missions are no upgrades, by the way. I have my manual saves right here, and I have them sorted out from here. From the Realm of Hades is where the second mission starts. You can start with your manual saves from the lore, wherever you want. These missions right here, these manual saves right here, are all New Game Plus until you reach the upper chamber. Realm of Hades. Let's talk about the missions. So Realm of Hades is the second mission, Fall from Grace. The Forge, this one is the third mission. It's the Ghost versus Soul. This one right here is the Death and all that comes with it. The City of Olympia mission, basically what we're doing right now. This right here is Eternal Doom. This right here is the Ass of Zeus. This right here is Brothers of Blood. This right here is... Actually, wait. This right here is Measure of Strength and Power. This right here is Brothers of Blood. This is Kratos Must Die. This is... What's this idiot's name again? What the hell? I forgot this one, but it's the Garden mission until you make it back to the Cyclops. This one right here is the Pandora's Guardians. This one is Test Your Might. This one right here is The Only Way Out is Through, which is a quote I got from Doom. Which is a quote Doom got from a author I forgot the name of. It's basically in Doom it's interpreted as the only way out of hell is through. And so this is basically the same thing. The only way out of Hades is through. Upper Chamber of the Flame, this is the Battle of Gods mission. And then I'm going to have like another manual save right here for the official final mission, which is Zeus Wrath Divine. Kratos? No, not that. I changed that name. Is this a reference to your upcoming No Girl Plus speedrun for God of War 3? I already did that. So this mission is very nice. Like one of the better missions in the game. You know, when this turns into a mission thing. Now I wanted to experiment with something. How do I consistently get the centaur to chase after me? How do I get my husband to chase after me? Hold on a second. I gotta just hold up. And now I'm sitting in a much more comfortable position with lumbar support. Looked it up. It's from Dante's Inferno. The quote or Doom or the thing? The only way out of hell thing? Zeus, Wrath Divine, any other OST? See, like, he's chasing after me now. And that's all of them out. So now he's not gonna lead them anywhere. Why did I drop? You usually don't drop. I just want to reduce this to the least amount of time I can reduce it to. The only way out of health thing? That's from Dante's Inferno? Interesting. You know why he's doing this gay shit? Okay, he's ringed out. Like a Looney Tunes style. He keeps on doing that because there is an enemy here. Now, I don't know if it's trial or what that makes him kind of actually start rushing towards you. Because I want him to rush towards me. That is the optimal way to end this encounter. I have my time built around bringing out this fool as early as possible. Hey, I think I could jump out of that death. Nope. Yep. But I still wish it didn't come to that. Okay, I can just keep on shooting him until he sprints towards me, right? There. Except I shouldn't be aerial when he does that. I used to do this way more consistently as well, by the way. Yeah, this is RNG if there are enemies around. If there aren't enemies around, though, he always does the rush. He never does the whole thing where he raises his arm. What he does with this arm raise is basically make the enemies do that attack. Yeah. Though it's good now that I can just shoot him with the bow of Apollo. Or should I be from a certain range? I guess from here is the best. I'm just testing things for this S rank run. Because things have to be perfect. This should be the perfectionist run. Instead of being called the S rank run. I guess, yeah, shooting him at random like this is what gives you the thing. Although you gotta be faster, I believe. Hold on, let me just see. Or further, not faster. See, like, I remember all I had to do was stand on this spot right here. And it would make him sort of sprint towards me, and that's it. Let's try that again. He's employed, I guess. Zesty unemployment. Oko when? I have to be very bitchless. Will environmental kills give time bonuses? No. Maybe I'll make brutal kills into a thing that gives time bonuses. But I scrapped the environmental kill. Even though it seemed like a very fun thing. Damn, this motherfucker knocked everybody away. How the hell did he get his ass over there? This is basically an instant mission restart if it goes this wrong. Maybe this instantly invokes him to do something? Yeah, maybe constant damage is what I need to make him sprint towards me. Okay, dude, you're really getting annoying. Yeah, constant shooting. Yeah, there you go. So this should bring him out. Yep. Maybe I should consider one fail into the mix. Maybe one fail. I never knew God of War had style rank systems. Only end of mission stuff. Which is ideal. Funny enough, I used to dislike end game mission ranks. Still sorta do. But I'm getting more and more into their idea. I wouldn't say I'm getting into them themselves. I haven't really done any S rank in any game. And by done, I mean like deliberately go out of my way and do them. Is this a ring out? No. I'm rung out before he's rung out. See, like by this point, you have to instantly restart. There you go. With a lot of enemies left, I believe. I hope to be style rank announcer in DMC6. Dismal! That devil! No, you hit D and it goes Devil Joe! Zest, you DLC Samron and MGR. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not. Come my way. I should spam with all the arrows in the world. Or maybe, yeah. Nah, I'm over the ring out thing. Over the thing that makes him, that elevates Kratos as he's reversing the grab. That's the biggest problem here. Ah, there you go. That is a better way to provoke the sprint, I believe. Let's see. One more time. And that's an easy way to fill the mission. Your DMC on Netflix, I thought it was a mixed bag. I'm seeing only trash. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I can't really give a full opinion on it. What I've seen though, trash. Some very questionable things. Like I have a friend who watched DMC, and he was like, why do you care so much about Lady's character? And I'm like, are you even a DMC fan? Like, I'm a big gameplay guy, and I cared about DMC 3 story to care about Lady's character arc at least. Can't be just Dante. Like, come on. I was basically critiquing how she's constantly, you know, swearing in the entire show. For no reason. Is the modern badass lady, I guess, in every media. I haven't heard a single good thing about it. You can hear a good thing from me, though. That part where he's shooting and the enemies are shooting and he starts shooting and what? And then he goes, "What are we? Who are we shooting at?" and whatnot. I found that funny. Call my humor boomer humor. I'll call yours zoomer humor. Yeah, I definitely should not balance this encounter around ringing out this guy. If you ring him out quick, then that is your reward, I suppose. As it is right now, it's not a good thing to just design it around that and that only. I'm doing something wrong. I have to be reminded on what I'm supposed to do here. Die. The only good thing about the anime is the fight scenes. They are somewhat well animated. I haven't seen it, as I said. Like, I can't say anything about it. I can't tell you how it is, or what the CGI is, or what the CG does, or what the CG doesn't. Only a guy who watched it should give that full-on opinion. I'm not that guy. He doesn't sprint from point blank, that's the problem. I wish he sprinted from point blank. There you go. Does he get ringed out here? Yeah. So I guess stand on that thing and spam him with arrows. Though I still don't believe I'm gonna ever make this a whole... Yo, you gotta get it the first ever second. May add like 30 seconds to spice things up. Yeah, this time I'm gonna have the counter as well. Okay, hold up. Hold on, what makes it start? I forgot. Hold on, this thing's bugged. Is it starting on display? What's happening? There, now it's fixed. There you go. I'm dropping a comparison between the next Fleet DMC anime and 2007 Madhouse anime tomorrow. Okay. Why doesn't the timer begin instantly? That's what bugs me so much. The moment it's out of the window place, it's dead. You have to also lure this guy in as much as you can. There you go. Trying to get a nice standard for the timing. It doesn't have to be a perfect time for this one case because it's unclear whether it happens or not. Like right here it happened. Then all you gotta do is clear up the enemies and that's your S rank. Like, you are not failing this. But I can't make it all perfect. I realized during all of this how hard it is to balance an S rank thing. Or maybe games that don't involve a lot of RNG don't really run through these issues. What the hell is S rank run on God of War? Basically, I'm designing a mission structure for God of War 3. It's as if it has 15 missions you have to go through, and there's a time limit, and you can get it in no damage. It is not a rank system completely though, it is just the S rank, so it's essentially a perfect run that you can get. Can I get him to sprint at me from here? Yeah, maybe I can get... Yeah! Okay. That sound. Maybe I can do that. Hold on a second. We are so back. Oh, I turned off this live split instead of turning off the face cam. What a smartass. Imagine if I went naked right there, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have gone naked, you know? He's actually gonna stuck in this encounter for 2 hours. This is a chill stream. I did say that at the start, but I wish I said that in the title. I love the Looney Tunes. God of War 2 has ranking after beating, but I never knew God of War 3 had it. That ranking is... I forget what Wright said, but essentially it's about how many... I suppose? I actually forgot, but it was something very silly. Something way too silly and easy and dumb for a game designed with such nice and finesse combat. Dude, shut the fuck up and start sprinting at me. It's over? Yeah, it's over. Okay, so I can design some time thing way better now. That motherfucker's problem is solved. So there, I know I'm kind of spoiling how you guys can do it. It's basically an optimal showcase of what to do to get the S rank for this mission, but you know, doesn't matter. This encounter is a problem spot for me. Let's try and get it one more time. They should port this to PC for real. They should. Didn't you get like Spartan rank on your Oko run? Ranks just seems broken. It's a very silly thing. It was very, very silly to the point I even forgot it. Like, it has such low significance to anything that has to do with combat mastery. It's funny. I swear. Do you like Dragon Ball GT? I like its moments. Orbs and time? And time? Are you sure there's time in there? I remember it being so insignificant to the point that I forgot it this easily. This is also good. Aw, damn it. Come on. Try a little harder, you fuck. Come on. There you go. I knew you could do it. There you go. That's the time. So I guess I should make the time for this encounter like a minute in my calculations way later. Not a minute, maybe a minute 10 seconds, a minute 15 seconds. To be fair, playable Zeus mod in God of War 3 will be... That would be cool. Especially like God of War 3 Kratos. This right here is what you want. This right here is the jackpot. Jackpot. Jack bitch. Jack fuck. Jackpot. That right there is what you want as an actual jackpot. How fast am I gonna end this? Literally there. I guess I didn't ring this fucko out, but 30 seconds. That's how you secure a dub. Well, let's see if I can do that again. Yeah, a Zeus mod. God of War 3 Zeus has some really, really nice moves. And grab... Hold on, I'll read that in a second. Proceeds to never read it. I shouldn't jump on block, though. That's stupid. S-rank run means you play the worst way possible, chat. The hell else you think it means? You have to play as good as you can. It's in missions. It's not the whole game. And it's gonna be convenient for people to do. Ah! I know what to do. I have an idea. Although I shouldn't be sharing my ideas with you guys, because maybe you also want to do this. And I'm over here sharing ideas. Is this guy out? I'm sorry. It's my fault. Whatever, Zesty, whatever. Yeah. The timer for this mission should ideally just be a minute and a half. You could sometimes get the jackpot and be done with it in like a couple of seconds. If this guy just instantly rushes at you, that's the jackpot. Keep sprinting at us. This is also good, you know, you basically burn all of these assholes up. There you go. This should be the standard time. There. That right there. It should be a minute and a half. The time should be a minute and a half here. I'll look back at this footage. So here is actually a part of the mission that you have to do. So there's a gacha in this mission for people in the future who will not be watching this stream. You gotta actually let these guys alive, or at least one of them alive, I don't know, to get these enemies. So you gotta take these guys out as well. As for the camera, I'm just gonna fight him for funsies. It's a fun fight. This bunch. Currently getting the platinum for each God of War games. The challenge of the gods was a pain in the ass, and now challenge of Titan 7 is annoying. Tell me which one that is and I'll tell you what to do. Love how God of War 3 looks. It's very beautiful. It's just that it also has lows like the Grand Vestibule at times, where the game looks like some sentient piss color. You can't even find that in the colors dictionary, if there's a dictionary for colors. The Chimera fight is very, very fun. You gotta insert your penis in there. You gotta insert some very fun attacks. Although I'm doing a pretty poor job right now. I'm ill-focused. Hold on, let me just... By the way, you can't restart in the S rank run. The ball of Apollo for the clutch. Drop this right here, then move away. Oh, this fight is very, very good. Summon is the no damage one. It's a lot easier than it might seem once you get the strat down. It's a lot of wraiths and enemies though. That's the Chimera. Oh. So the next thing I want to test today is the Labyrinth. There's a spike box that I really want. The spike box that I really want to learn. The Labyrinth. S rank and single segment no hit. No. S rank as in missions. The manual saves I just went through, which are gonna be 14 manual saves in total. Those are the missions. It's an S rank run. What do you need to do? I guess I should have written that down in the description. Except stupid me didn't. Oof. The double hit. The S rank is a mission structure that I'm building for God of War 3. It is 15 missions where you have to no damage them with the time requirement. And so it's kind of this dynamic of a fun Oko, if you know what I'm saying. Trying to demonstrate how aggressive you really have to be. And some encounters do not allow aggressive play so easily. It's going to be very fun to try to no damage that and like time manage with the no damage. So you're not just out there no damaging in the most safe boundaries ever or playing it safe basically. It's way more than that. That's this. You will always be a O-core. But I am God of War 2 O-core no longer. You mean that's what Athena says to Kratos? Me? aka literally me? An S rank run for God of War 3 is when you beat Super Mario World 1991. No deaths. That's when God of War 3 shines the most. So anyways, let's talk about some world stuff that are going on. Have y'all seen Kira's amazing mod for God of War 1? Where he mixes up the enemy encounters? Different enemies and different encounters. It's the best shit ever. Just randomly made their best shit ever. It's like the modding scene for God of War has always been texture packs. Very rarely would you see an actual combat touch-up. And Kira is the one that started that. Like, started to take that seriously, basically. Sadly, we don't have official PC ports of the Greek God of War saga. To then maybe be able to give modification like adding DMC ranking. Now, that level of ranking being possible would have been awesome, yeah. Though you should know I'm not a heavy ranker guy, if you know what I'm saying. But for God of War 3, though, I am. As I said, I've never S-ranked a single damn thing. But the idea of crafting a simplistic S-rank is not so insane. I'm just saying. Yeah, with time management, no damage. But I still am taking into consideration some stuff that may or may not go wrong. Ranks. Bleh. That's one of my favorite ever catchphrases. Have you seen the definitive edition? So good. Of what? It's beta type release. It needs some adjustments, but it's a great idea. Like, this ranking system right now is limited in what I can do. I can't have environmental kills. I can't have a lot of things that I would want to have in here. I just don't want the player, whenever they do this run or when I do this run, to constantly be counting, okay? Even though I set a limit to it, essentially how the environmental kill would go is that in a given encounter, the maximum environmental kills you could get is 3. That's it. I would want it to be more, but the max you could get is 3 to prevent counting all the time. But even then, that would be annoying as you're going through the fights. Sony is ass. They won't release the Greek God of War games. They are more than ass. At least ass can be shaped in a beautiful way. They're less than ass, sorry. What am I trying to pull up? Let me just say... Spike? Yeah. I have this spike patterns thing that I want to nail down. So I'm going to keep on restarting until I get shit. Upper right means... So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. You need the spotter to count the different kill types for you. Yeah, a spotter. There you go. Hey, yo, Gears of War? God of War Definitive Edition. Do you actually mean the Wrath of Ares? That's the Kira mod. If Definitive Edition is something else, then I don't know. We need more after game extras. I remember going crazy over unlocking Zeus and Ghost of Sparta, discovering his temple. What was the point when they didn't allow you to fucking use him in the main game, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the first step is learning the pattern of these spikes. Finally, Big V. Do you see, Big V? I've come to quarrel. I believe standing right exactly here, you never die. If there are no enemies around. Use the electric whips, please. I've done a lot of runs with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If it spawns in the upper right. I just want to see if it's the same philosophy. Like, it's spawning here. Let me just see. The opposite. So 1, 2, 3. So now, to remember easily, it should spawn here. Yeah. I believe it is always the same. 1, 2, and then 3 right here. No, 3 right here. Yeah. I just gotta restart right now to get a time where, you know. Now restarting right now doesn't matter. But I have, you know, based on the pattern that I've drawn on my phone, come to the conclusion that if a spike comes out in a place, the second one, like, here's how it should go. So, like, let's say this is the spike box right now, right here. So, one box here, one box here, one box here, one box here. If this is number 1, then the second pattern that comes out is the opposite in front of it, right here, 2. And so, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it spawns here, then 1, 2, 3, 4. If it spawns, say, here, right here. So it should go 1, 2, 3, 4. Where does it break, though? 1, 2, and then it takes a left turn. It always takes a left turn. That's how I should remind myself. 1, 2, no, but in this case, it doesn't take a left turn. Having to pause with photo mode to nail this down is gonna be funny. Not gonna lie. Right now it should be this. Please stay stuck on the ground, sir. I'm sorry, I couldn't even show you guys. So let me do that one more time. Now I'm gonna have to keep on loading in the labyrinth to get different seeds of the spike box. Spike box Xbox. He can't keep getting away with that. Big webcam, I'm sorry. True Gamer have told me to not mess around with that. Yet I keep doing that. Big zesty. They will be if you restart the checkpoint, but if you exit the game, load a save, come again, it's pretty possible the starting one won't be the same. It is gonna be different, yeah. Whereas if you keep restarting the checkpoint, it's a different matter. Curb your your enthusiasm. I guess I should... Hold on, let me just do some stuff here. I guess I should Nemesis Rage when I get them to circle at least. This is the best DPS, by the way, the quick swap thing. Can be a bit taxing on the finger though. It is better than square cancels like this, since it's just faster. Before it even spawns completely. Shut your whole ass down, boy. Does Glory Kill have an effect on the rank? You mean like the grab kills, correct? They may, you know. I'm considering it slowly, but... Yeah, you know, since there is a counter in the main menu, I may just reorchestrate this entire run. Come on, man. Keep pushing, Arthur. And God of War 3 combat system and God of War 2 will be bangers. Made him look like an idiot. So yeah, I should definitely Nemesis Rage that assholes back there. Is S rank in reachable, whereas a T rank? I don't know what that means. What would make God of War even more crazier is juggling big enemies in the air. Crazy? Why would you want it to be crazy? So the pattern of the spikes, I want to learn the simple way. Big V sent me a whole graph, I remember at the time. Probably still have it on my phone on how the spikes go. He also sent me a God of War 2 spikes room. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, God of War really does love spikes. Is it a Super Saiyan since it has spikes, you know? Just saying. God of War RSR might not be as good as God of War 2, but the graphics are amazing. It has moments where it rivals God of War 2. Tartarus, the Chamber of the Flame, and City of Olympia. But no, overall, God of War 2 was the coolest looking game in my opinion. The coolest looking game. The absolute coolest looking game. I used to not really know between it and DMC4's art style, but fuck DMC4, man. God of War 2 is the best looking game in my opinion, ever. You could share a random screenshot of you versus some satyrs and it will look cool. Everything is beautifully vibrant, saturated, and colorful. So yeah, Big V shared a way more interesting list. Like he covered the spike patterns in the second wave as well. Let's see if my theory is correct about this. So now that that happened there, the second one is right here. Whereas the third one is right where I'm standing. And then the fourth one should be right here. Do I need to speculate more? I don't feel like speculating more and testing more. I mean, I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more attempts. But I believe... I believe the idea is clear. Like if it happens, it goes like this. So if it happens here... So if it happens here, for example... I should draw it in my brain somehow. But it clicked. It sort of clicked back there, how the pattern goes. The city of Olympia refreshed my eyes every time. The same. Oof. You don't have to hit that hard, man. What a fun ass combat, man. Was that bad? I think wasting the fireballs like that is bad. I'll also wait for all the dogs to spawn here. Isn't it always diagonal and the one next to it? It is always whichever spawns, then the one sort of not ahead. I don't know how to describe it in English. Super I do in the street. Did the other dogs spawn or do they not spawn until I kill a set of these dogs? I guess they don't. Yeah, lesson learned. Can't pile them all on top of each other like that. Or where they all spawned. Oh, I just have to kill this guy. Oh. I was wondering what was taking so long. Imagine God of War 2 art style combined with God of War 3 graphics. It will be very cool to see. Indeed. I love how God of War 3 looks when it comes to realism. There's a lot of flashing things. Your metal is iron. Your metal is geared. This will take very long this way. Let me get on RPC at 3 and use save states to get a better look. Hey man, sure, if you can do that, it must be nice having a PC, you know what I'm saying? By this point, I think people actually get to play God of War 3 Remastered in a more proper way before playing God of War 3 on the RPSCS 3. Because I've seen Bloodborne and what it got. People are literally playing it at 60 FPS now, which is crazy. They do. And I failed this. Of course. I love how the labyrinth just has these right here. Traps. Takes you back to the God of War 1 days. There's also the Pandora part that is really fun to speed through. Describe it in your language, 100% someone here speaks it. It's pretty obvious. It's whatever is in front of the thing you just got. But not literally in the front. There's like sides to it. Right? Please tell me you understand. For example, say this is the ground we're standing on. Right? So like it has 4 corners. Each corner goes with a spike. If the spike happens to be here for the first time, this lower right corner, the next spike is gonna be here. And then the spike after is gonna be here. The spike after, the last one, is gonna be here. Same way with the spike, what happened back there was, it started out here as the first spike. Then it was here. Then it was here. Then it was here. So sort of like, you know, like if it started here, it's then right here, then here, then here. So like how this helps is that the first one that I get is trial and error. Like I may not be able to use it to my best. That's diagonal. Thank you. I'm gonna forget it in 5 minutes. Why I want to know this is so that every time I get something, I get here for example, I instantly move here to set myself here and have all the enemies join me, launch them all, move out of the way, the spikes kill them all. That's why I want to learn this. It's sorta essential for the S rank. And I only want to learn this first phase. I should also include that the test of might, this mission right here, it does not allow the whole thing where you know, stand on that safe spot exploit on the box and sorta not take damage at all. So my run does not allow that. There is none of that exploit to be used because it breaks the encounter, an otherwise great encounter. It's fun to do in Pain Plus, but I never do it nowadays. So like us getting this here right now means that we'll get the next one here. I move here to have the enemies all around me. Wait. What is this? What the fuck is this, man? See, good thing I kept on restarting because this is fucked up. So it's not always diagonal. Maybe 2 sides, the upper ones. I have to actually study this and keep on studying it because I expect it to be diagonal for everyone. Only because I got 2 examples as a diagonal one. So hold up. Let me draw another one. So if we get, hold on, what the hell did I do? Okay, there you go. I'm like drawing it in right now. If this was the first, the lower right one was the first. Then the second one appears here. But then where's the third one? Does it just go like this? Yeah. It makes a complete circle, or like it circles around the arena. Okay. So if this is the case that we get, then if it starts in the lower right, it goes like this. Like it turns around the arena. The previous attempts didn't start from the bottom right corner, right? They didn't. They started from the top left and top right. The top left and top right are diagonal. Maybe the lower ones are different. Use AOS after turtle strats to escape safely. That is also another way to escape safely, yeah. But hold up. Okay. Oop. You live in my dream state. You exist in fantasy. I stay in reality. Okay, I want to erase this first one that I made. Actually, wait, hold up. 20 vision. The upper ones go diagonally once you want to like follow up with them. Whereas the others, for this case right now that we just saw, is different. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like so far I've made 2, as you can see. It's both the diagonal part thing, though it's flipped on my screen. I love that Tyler song. You know, I wonder if you look both ways when you cross my mind. So here's the third one that I just got, the third possibility, and it's that getting one on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to think that the bottom left one, which we still haven't got it, the bottom G. It's like right now when you restart, it's always the same pattern. It's nothing crazy. Start here. They're all dead. Then right here, where you just have to... that. And then that. So now I'm gonna reset one more time. I want to get the lower right one so bad. The bottom left one. Maybe if I check out some streams later, I can also get something out of that. But for now, I'm chilling with you guys. It's fun. Say smallpox, but switch P for C. Smallcocks. Your life is not... He just... You are as valuable as a summer ant. Oof. Oof! It's always brutal. You need to learn it. Just act like you knew where it all was gonna spawn every time. Nah, if you wanna aim for perfectionism, oof, that is a necessary step to take for that encounter. I don't need it in normal ones, but now since I want to get everything perfectly in a given run, sorta need it. Before I never needed it though. Though Big V always said, learn it. I just didn't want to have another thing on the top, in the back of my head when doing that encounter. Wow, the second-hand embarrassment if this happens in the S rank. Though it's easy that since we can just restart quickly. But it is what it is. Behave, slut. Behave. To be the best version of you. Only every place on Ultra Easy, actually. True. It's in your God of War 3 15th anniversary stream. From 3 weeks ago. Timestamped about 2 hours and 17 minutes. Hold on, let me just see the upper message. Can I share links here? I found footage of one of your streams where you get in the bottom G the bottom G corner. That's the G spot, you know that? Is this shit still working? Yeah, somehow. Anybody knows the Chimera or something you no, Flaming Dog boss fight? Almost reset the game. What's wrong with that fight? It's not like you'll blow on resource or something. It's better to kill one first and then ride the doggy to kill 3 Talos and dogs. Oh, you're right. So I don't have to be worried about killing both of them at the same time. Botho, have you seen Botho? Both of these nuts in your mouth. Have you seen Botho? That is smart, Scorpy. Scorpy! So what happens when the spikes spawn in the bottom G corner? So what was this S rank again? True Gamer. Of all people you should know. No damage in the right time. That's what it is. It is not a rank structure thing. It's like a perfect run. That's what this is called. And what is a perfect run in most action games? It's S rank. There's a S rank in Resident Evil of all things. And even survival horror Resident Evils. The G spot is the bottom right corner but flipped. Your theory is correct with how it goes, just clockwise. Okay, thank you, Terraria. Thank you. So if it starts at the if it starts this right here, this corner is where it started, and it went like this, that, and then this. So if it starts here in the bottom G corner, it goes like this, that, here. Watch me not get it. I'm not gonna get it. It's like opening up the mystery box in Zombies, for example, or Subway Surfers, or whatever you want to play. No, I guess Zesty on Akinator, and I got him there. Maybe 18 only guessed him right. How do you guess me? That's awesome. I'm that guessable. Hey, the bottom G corner. Let's go. So ideally, the one after this is gonna be right here. Correct? Yeah. Oof. Okay. The bottom G corner just goes clockwise. It spins around the arena. Okay. We got the CZs again from the box. It's amazing. I wonder who designed the formations like this. You should see the one in God of War 2. That one is very interesting. Like, once you see the graph, I believe I still have it. Do I still have it? I'm sure I do. Spike rooms in God of War. That's a video idea that I've written in 2023. Fuck. 2023. I have a video idea called Spike Rooms in God of War. It of course started with God of War 1, but it's treated differently there. Kira's mod is fun as fuck. Oh yeah. Fortunately, I can't access it conveniently though. If I find time, I will try to get it. Anyway, so here's the last box. Xbox. So if it starts 1 in the bottom G corner, 2 is there, 3. All I ever needed really is this. I mean, ideally, technically, for total mastery, getting the second wave's patterns down. It's like once you restart, you know where it happens. And now the last one is here. Okay. Hi Zesty, I'm about to come. No, you're not. Oof! Did you see that, brother? Let's found his equilibrium. That is the most fraudulent Orion's harpoon in the history of Orion's harpoon. Man was just chilling and I snatched him instead of the undead. Look at that, look. Oh my god. I wouldn't want to be this guy. Look at this man. He just gets snatched from the ground to the air, back to the ground. Look, for no reason. I lost that guy. This man's supposed to help. Look at, like, nope. Boom. One more time in slow-mo. Look at this shit. That is the most fraudulent Orion's harpoon. Ah, you'll have to say it. Even the collision hit. This clip has it all. It has the small little collision knocking back the undead in the air. It's just, look at this. Look at that. Even the hit counter increased with that small little collision touch in the air. Look. Ah, man. I just say that. So now this encounter right here, let's see the patterns. Just like a cute little observations. In here they're much more complicated since the fight stays on for longer, so they keep on looping in different formations. Like this formation right here. Just like this. And then the opposite. Which is sort of predictable. But then what? Like it doesn't end, it keeps on looping. 2 bottom G's. Oh, 2 right-sided things. And then 2 to the left. I guess now would be a pause, because I remember Big V talking about all of this. Like after 2 of them rounding each other up, it's a slight little pause that happens before you completely get back to business. See, like right now, yeah, right now it's happening all over again completely. But let's let it actually finish, you know? To all my Shabran Akbar brothers out there, stay safe. They're all dead, whatever. Truthfully, the one I really needed a lot was the starting one. Since like later on it becomes so chaotic. Everybody just dies on their own. Okay, this is not fixed. It may look like it's fixed, but it's not. So now 2 on the right. Two on the right. And now 2 on the left. And now the upper part. Right here. Lower bit happened this time. It is not randomized, by the way. It's just mixed in a way, if you know what I'm saying. So now is it gonna be like diagonal thing again? Yeah. I'm sure the pattern is a lot harder than just as simple as I'm describing it. So now another diagonal. I shouldn't kill these guys. I don't want to kill them. I want to see how it loops. So to the left again. Bro's in his feelings right now. Why the timer is stopped? The timer is just there for, you know, for the main runs that I'm gonna do. Decided to set it up right now to set the stage. Did you know Rage actually bypasses this siren thing that happens? See? It hits you, but it doesn't make you dizzy. I at least know that when diagonals happen, they kind of mirror each other in a way. It's like right now I'm expecting a diagonal one to happen. This is the spot that I was talking about. You can't stand here. So if this diagonal happens, I can just get over here to set enemies up. Certainly interesting. Did that motherfucker just escape? Wonder how this will go with ND into consideration. You gotta be very hyper fist. You gotta be very hyperactive. Is tricking allowed in your run? It is, if you have tricking in this game. Photo mode? Nah, that exploit, I don't think I'll ever do it. At my most desperate, I don't think I'd ever do it. Okay, so observing the arena first. Stay right here. I'm expecting a diagonal right now. Like one here, one on the opposite direction. It happened on the lower part again? And again? So that is double. Now we get the diagonal. And I should set them up here? Is there gonna be another diagonal? Oh, all to the right, of course. If that is tricking, then blocking is also tricking. Have you not seen it? It's not allowed because maybe someone is playing God of War 3 on PS3 and you don't have photo mode, so it's not fair. It wouldn't be fair. An enemy that can... this guy, for example. You get him off screen and he doesn't attack. What does that mean? Other than this attack. This attack of his. Wow, enemies just walking around. I'm not used to this. He's about to strike me, correct? Do this, and he restarts. He almost hit the fuck out of me. Did you see that? In case he wasn't about to let me finish my shit. Hey, wait, let me finish my shit. And that's tricking in God of War 3. So it's turning off the console. No, IJP. Tricking is essentially iframes. It's just called tricking in God of War 1 and 2 because it's a tricky way of how it happens. There are other ways to get this guy off screen. There. See, the rage mode close up, it takes enemies off screen. So that can be your tricking. Not tricking, but you know, this is like the equivalent, sort of. You know, like you're in the middle of attack, he's about to strike, correct? You get him off screen with the photo mode, come back and you strike. I wouldn't use photo mode for tricking as well. That's not tricking, it's taking the enemies out of the screen with an exploit. Basically controlling the camera in a Greek God of War game. God of War 3, man. What can I say, man? I can't reach it. What can I say, man? What can I fucking tell you, man? How many times do I gotta fucking tell your ass, fucking, man? Off-screen attacks should be allowed. This exploit is only not allowed because, well, you don't have photo mode on PS3. It wouldn't be fair. Now, another encounter which is maybe my favorite encounter out of this whole thing. You know why? Because you gotta be aggressive against two Cyclops enforcers while also dishing out hella damage. So it's not just being aggressive, it's being aggressive with a lot of damage output in mind. I'm gonna show you guys. You're gonna have to go nuts with your blades because your blades are confirmed stun on the Cyclops. This is better DPS on one Cyclops. What are you gonna do with two around you? So there's going to be a lot of decision making whether you want to cancel your whole string into this or actually commit, dodge the attack, and do this. Which, you know, nets you a deep hit on the Cyclops you're fighting and stuns the Cyclops behind. Aggressive and damage, yes. Deep. It's a DPS thing. Sounds like your time when you killed with the Hermes boots. The Hermes boots are sex personified when you max them out. I just want to let that out of the window. Okay, you know what? Start this timer for this encounter. I just want to see how fast I can get it. And sorta, maybe, kinda, maybe not take damage. We let the Cyclops spawn, and I'm gonna show you what I do. This first Cyclops... Since you have the Blade of Olympus for damage, might as well. But now, since it's a one fight against a single Cyclops, go ham with your DPS. This is what I meant. Now that there's this fucker around me, I can't commit completely to this, but now, boom, deep hit. So like there's this dynamic, and then you later on have to juggle both of these assholes at once and get hit. You gotta restart the mission. So this one is really, really fun. It is deadass one of the best encounters in the game. It used to be that, now it's even more so. Rage for damage, rage for damage. The Blade of Olympus back there is dealing the best damage you currently have. I'm pretty sure I'm taking hits there. And here as well. I just want to still go on since like... Or maybe the rage for damage idea was bad. And just going with this would be faster. Because this is high DPS. This like rivals the Cestus. If the enemy lets you get it all out, of course. What you looking at? Deep hit. Is this guy deactivated in here? If so, then wow. Oh, it's a 1v1. I can just do a bunch of this. So 2 minutes and 26. Hit both of them, fam. The rage is not the way here. Claws Bloom stuns them like rage. Keeping the rage for tricking though through attacks should be better. I can't use rage to trick through attacks. You take damage with this activation. It's an AoE damage thing you do on enemies, but you do take damage. It looks like you guard through things, but that's just that. You guard through things. You don't actually, you know, not take damage and, you know, block things. $225? Yeah, $225, around that time. Shit. Instantly bad. No iframes, 0 out of 10. It has its uses, the activation. What? Where did you come back from? Get out! This is bad because took a lot of time back there. I think I iframe through that attack. Fuck. Wish I knew a consistent way to iframe. Ah! We traded hits. This S rank is not meant for God of War 3, really? Why not? Why isn't it meant for it? It's simple and you can be making it for every game. You have no reason to not make it. Don't ever use the rage, the claws are way faster. I'm gonna see now. This combo of triangle, square, triangle is very powerful. Where's that other idiot? Where's fine shit? Ah, that's the S rank. But whatever, let's keep on going. I wanted to keep on going, but I got way too greedy. God of War 2 is much better for this. More consistent. If this game is not good for that, how is God of War 2 better for that? How much less damage do you take in ROS activation? It is way less damage, but I don't know exactly the number. It's a shitty way to start an encounter. Button masher? True. Having all these guys die is better. I'm sorry, game journals, but like... what's the point of a remake without changing things? See how it didn't stun him back there? It really has to be a lot of you know, point blankness in it to stun him. Whereas the blades always stun the Cyclops. Whatever, just keep the aggression. Ah! I barely... I like nicked it! I barely dodged the thing! Will there be a commentary version of the run in the future? For sure. What's the point of a remake if it doesn't make the game worse? Exactly. Why no magic usage, by the way? Just as I said. It's an AoE magic. I have to make the best use of it. This OST speak. It's called Tides of Chaos. And it is peak indeed. It is peak right in the deed. I knew it wouldn't stun him, that's why I strafed away. Because like the claws, they have to specifically hit him. I just gotta alternate between these Cyclops like that. $2:15? Less time than the other one. Tides of Chaos. Epic dog feeding moment. That was a very good time. 2:15. Point is, you gotta be as aggressive as possible. Bro got Oreoed. What does S rank mean? Essentially, I'm making a mission structure run for God of War 3. You have to beat 15 missions of the game with set timings, and you have to no damage them in the time. There is no A rank, B rank, whatever. Iraq. There's only the S rank. So it's a no upgrade runs. It's 15 missions. The first mission is called the Great War. It starts in the new game, like from the point where the cutscene is over all the way to like when you get the claws off of Gaia's hand. From there on, you can just stop the timer, quit the game. That's it. That's the first mission. You have to finish it in that time, in a set time. I'll share the timings later. From there on, you have to set some manual saves or do the run normally. You can do it normally as well, but just make sure to set manual saves so that you restart the mission whenever you want. I've made the manual saves as if like they're the missions. They're all in no upgrades. So, the Realm of Hades. This is the first manual save that you have to do. This is the second mission. It's called the Fall from Grace. It's from here all the way to here. Okay? Except like it ends when the cutscene triggers for Hephaestus before the save. This feels like explaining collisions every 15 minutes all over again. It's my fault for not having it in the description. Anyways, then another mission starts right here, which is called Ghost versus Soul. It's this mission all the way from this save. It's from this save all the way until like you take Hades' soul. Okay? I'm gonna reduce the time for this one. Then starts another mission from the Forge right after the cutscene with Hephaestus after killing Hades. This mission right here is called the Death and all that comes with it. You go from here all through the city of Olympia, and then the mission ends. You press start to pause the timer, or your timer, whatever. The moment you take off Helios' head. You know, so this mission starts from here all the way to taking off Helios' head. Another mission starts in the path of Eos right after taking off Helios' head. This one is called Eternal Doom, and it lasts from here until you reach the confrontation with Hermes in the caverns. Another mission is called the Ass of Zeus, starts right here, Chamber of the Flame. This one is basically you having to go as fast as you can. And I even triggered the Hermes cutscene, so like when I start right now, it's like it's instantly the mission. It's instantly this. You're instantly in the mission. Getting this jump is very tricky. But you have to do it. I have accounted for it. This one is actually brutal on the time. Even at the end, you gotta be aggressive. You still have to use the safe spot so that you don't take damage, but you gotta be aggressive. And die. Anyways, this mission is called the Ass of Zeus. You gotta catch Hermes. I will share the times of every mission as well, by the way. This mission is called Measure of Strength and Power. It starts from this manual save all the way to this manual save. Then another mission starts here called Brothers of Blood. It starts from this manual save, but not exactly at the start. Like, you should start your timer whenever you're in gameplay after the cutscene of Hercules, so that when you restart, you can restart safely. The Forge, you know, the forum goes on until you make it to the after mutilating Poseidon's princess. Then you get to the manual save. That's the manual save is where your timer stops. Can't evolve a weapon. That's like saying I gave birth to this table. Now, God of War 3 is pretty well balanced around no upgrades. You said that you would call missions as labors. Will you divide game into 12 missions then? No. The game is 15 missions. I know that was a Hercules reference. To catch a fly from the ass of Zeus. Yes. Anyways, this mission right here after the one of Brothers of Blood, which is this one until the Poseidon's Chamber save, after you clear all the encounters, this mission starts. This one is called Kratos Must Die. You start from the cutscene after Aphrodite and Hephaestus. You go through Tartarus, you kill Kronos. The moment you stab Kronos is where the timer stops. Then starts this mission. What the fuck was this mission called? Why do I forget? Destroyer of Worlds. It's just such a forgettable name, but I don't know. It's the Olympus Gardens all the way until like after this 9 Cyclops encounter in the caverns. Then in the caverns after the Cyclops encounter starts this mission called Pandora's Guardians. You have to go through this, beat Scorpius, come back to the save again. That's when the timer ends. Then another mission starts in the Labyrinth. See, like, you can make manual saves for yourself to skip a lot of cutscenes. A lot of cutscenes. The Labyrinth all the way to like when you ascend in the labyrinth. That's another mission. That's why we were studying the patterns of the spikes back there. Then another mission called top of the morning. I should really name this top of the morning. This mission is called The Only Way Out is Through. It starts, don't let this fool you, since you know the whole dropping down part that doesn't count towards the timer for your S rank. The timer begins when you get to the servers itself. So like all of this, you don't gotta do all of this again just because you failed at the servers, which you will do a lot. So the only way out is through is a mission that timer starts with the servers itself. Then we have this mission called the Battle of Gods. It's the first phase of Kratos versus Zeus, the 2D fight. The timer starts whenever the cutscene is over so that you can always restart if you messed up. And you don't have to watch a 3-minute, 5-minute cutscene. And the timer ends when you punch Zeus at the very end. You're still in game, you can pause the game for your timer. And then after this, I'm going to make another save, basically like the Destroyed Chambers save. I don't have it anymore, but Destroyed Chambers is the save that is going to be after that. It's going to be the last phase of Zeus, basically. So yeah. And the Zeus and the last mission, which is Destroyed Chambers, that one doesn't start. The timer starts only when you keep on beating up Gaia's heart. And then Zeus appears, goes Kratos, stomps the ground. Because everything prior to that is scripted. That Zeus fight has a set time that is going to always go in the same time. So I'm not going to put you through that stress of repeating that fight. No, the timer actually begins with the last phase of Zeus, the last stage. So yeah, I guess you still have to ND the descent though. Again, for the top of the labyrinth thing, it is quite sad that I'm not going to be including that descent. It is the best Icarus vent ever. It's the most difficult. But it is what it is. I just want to make it convenient for myself and for players. Like, I don't want you to restart the mission, you know, with this descent always going the same way if you get good enough. You may still take hits. I don't know. Can you name the last mission? Hit him with the Mexican? I wish. I wish I could name it that. But we already have an attack called that. And we can't name the last mission basically Zeus Wrath Divine and to hit him with the Mexican. I know that's the solution to a lot of your problems. But we can't. Name the last mission 2 gods, 1 blade. That's good for God of War 2. Ah, you're being serious. I thought you were referencing the 2 girls 1 cup shit. Now we don't roll like that, man. Know what I'm saying? Like we don't roll like that, know what I'm saying? Excuse me while my item thing remixes. I was referring to that. You weren't referring to that. Shut up. So the other day, man, I found out something. I'm gonna end the stream right now, but I find something out and I instantly want to share it. The fire caused by the... This is why I said I really love the Boots of Hermes when you can upgrade them. Sad that in no upgrade runs, they don't have the charge, but it is what it is. You're already broken, but I guess. This right here, the fire, it further launches enemies, but if it hits a steady enemy like this guy, for example, it deals a ton of damage. And I literally mean a ton. This deals as much as a Tartarus Rage, believe it or not. Except I want to showcase a place and not get my ass handed to me. Normally, it launches the enemy even further for like a super launcher. But on steady enemies, you can get very nice damage out of it. It's not the best damage of all time, but it's great if there's a group of enemies that are, you know, middleweights or heavyweights, and you just do this against them. And it's over? No, it is. It is very, very good for damage. You're not supposed to go out of your way to use it for damage, but it's cool. Like, there are times where you're like, you know, you have a couple of enemies lined up. Like the Wraith, hitting the Wraith with that, for example, is not a good idea. Since like you don't get the oomph with the damage of the charge. So like what happens when you do this is you launch her further. So only 2 hits apply. You don't get the most out of what you can with that. But say in a case where you have some Minotaurs, for example, like the Labrys. Now I know setting this up is going to be a bitch, but bear with me for a second. Yeah, I didn't know I could launch these guys while they're grounded. I mean, I guess I knew. But it's just that it doesn't work every time. Or maybe it works point blank? Yeah, I believe so. It is good for setup. That made no sense back there. The boots launching that Minotaur. I guess it launches them when they're just lingering around. Your phone lingering. It launches them when they're just not doing anything. Hold on, what was that? I can only do the blades? But anyways, let's not just drift off like this. One is part 2 of No Lag Run Plus. This was it right here. Better not be another Shrek video like last time. Sing the Egyptian Spider-Man song? No. Can you do air grab cancel? You don't possibly mean this, where you keep control, right? You know, this? I haven't done that in a while. Boop. My favorite secondary in action. It's a setup weapon and a damaging tool and a magic attack. What could I not love about it? Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in for the S rank refinement thing. I may do another stream like this as a chill stream, but I just really felt like streaming today. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you got the idea of the run, although you gotta have to watch the whole 2 hours to get the full idea. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. I hope you laughed. I am sick. I couldn't really talk a lot of funsies, but the chat was. So you can do this and use out of it in normal game. Yeah, of course there can be use out of it. You know, you wanna get silly and do whatever, and you just gotta grab him before you touch the ground like this. So you get the effect of the grab, you do damage, but you still have full-on movement, if you know what I'm saying. I love how much these motherfuckers block. Anyways, that's about it. Peace out, N-words. Wow. Don't forget to like that stream, fellas and fellas. There's no girls here. These streams are specifically made to be not watched by the opposite sex, so you know what it is. You know what goes. Anyways, take care. Thank you very much. Peace.